Hello, and welcome to episode 125 of the Book Wars Pod.
Oh, Christ.
That's entirely too many episodes.
Oh, God.
As you can probably tell by now, I'm Miranda. That's Kate and Chris. Kristen's silent because somebody has to make sounds. Today
The soundboard is her voice now.
wasn't it
I thought they
always?
smelled bad on the outside.
Today we're doing we're continuing our read of Resistance Reborn by Rebecca Roanhorse, covering chapters 10 through 21. So that's a Star Wars, but more importantly, what are we drinking?
I'm just drinking tea because
Healthy.
we need to train the dog after this. We need to do a separation anxiety training.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. God damn it.
Motherfucker. So I'm not drinking, unfortunately, because I will fall asleep after this if I do, and I shouldn't do that.
I'm also not drinking because I have to read for school. Because I haven't had real class yet. Like, my kids have had class. I have not had real class. And I feel like I should read for my first real class before I completely give up on the semester. So, you know,
It's a good start.
yeah, I try, question mark? So anyway,
Questionable.
it's pomegranate green tea. It's, you know,
Ooh.
yeah, I know, we're getting fruity up in here. It's fine.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
We're always fruity on this podcast.
Jesus.
That's homophobic.
I'm also drinking mint tea.
Jesus. Guys,
Sorry,
I could have done
Miranda.
I've got some sleepy time tea I could have done.
You're such a fucking
fine.
lush, Miranda.
But
What are you
instead,
drinking?
No.
I'm drinking dad beer.
Oh, yeah. Well, that definitely doesn't make you a lush then.
No.
Okay, bye.
It's a low ABV beverage, so not tea, but
Well, you know.
I mean,
Tuesday,
tea
whatever.
is also low ABV.
you know what?
For clarity's sake.
Oh my god.
This bickering is pointless.
I want to point out that as of recording, it is Chris's and my 10-year dating anniversary, and I don't know how this fucker tricked me into hanging out with him for 10 years.
Skirt, skirt.
So that's
Yeah, we remembered
cool.
about the same point in the day that we usually do, which is like 5
5
6
o'clock, yeah. You know,
Good.
we're good at things. It's fine.
It was really funny. Oh god, this is probably like 5 years ago at this point. But there was one time where it was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning or something, and me and Kate were G-chatting while we were at work, and then Kate was just like, "Hey, happy anniversary," and we were like, "Oh fuck." Both of us forgot.
We did a great
Cool.
job.
And then I went to my boss. I'm like, "Hey, can I have an hour? Because I need to go have lunch with my wife." It was very funny.
Yeah, Bossman. Bless Bossman, I miss him so much. But he was just like, yeah. I went and told him, and he just looks at me. And he it was the saddest thing he had ever heard in his life. He's like, just go, just get out of the office. So yeah, we took a fucking million-hour lunch. I came back to the office, and Bossman's just like, why did you come back?
Another happy landing.
I know. I miss him so much. I hope he's
Oh boy.
fine with his child going back to school.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a sophomore in college, so we'll see how that shit goes. CU's got 20 cases so far estimated. Well, tested. That does not necessarily include faculty, staff, or people who were tested positive off-site, not through a test given by campus. Kristen's just choking right now.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, that's it.
It could be worse. It could be Bama.
No, fuck.
Could be UNC. Shit.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a friend who went to UNC. And she,
Do you have I have a bad feeling about this, Kristen? Please tell me you do.
I
Do you
have
have
a bad
BBs?
feeling about this.
Anyway, yeah, no,
Wait.
I'll keep y'all posted on the CU COVID count. It's gonna be an adventure.
Was there an I have a bad feeling about this in Rise of Skywalker?
There probably was. I think I remember there being one, but I've blocked out most of that film.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know, but I have.
Kate is holding up a finger to indicate that once she finishes coughing, she has something
She
to say.
will enlighten us. No,
was holding
I
up a
have
finger.
Han, Leia, and obviously I have Han, Leia, and who did I forget? Oh, and
Oh,
and
Ben.
Obi. Yeah.
I was holding up a finger for you to shut your fucking face hole while I cough, so that Kristen could cut out the coughing.
Oh,
Jeez.
so much for that.
Well, there's the end tag. Anyway,
That's fine.
Man, am I gonna need to watch Rise of Skywalker again to see if anybody said I have a bad feeling about this?
I haven't seen
Somebody
it.
definitely said it. You can Google
Yeah,
that shit.
it's Chris.
Here.
Think about the rest of that movie. Is there any chance someone didn't say I have a bad?
I mean,
feeling
I
about
have a bad feeling thinking about it, but
this?
Same. Have a bad feeling about this. TROF. Oh.
Let's just ask the Googles.
Who says I have Rise of Skywalker? That's a history. I don't want to. Wait, this is last year. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to find. Does Kristen have it? Is that what this message is? Oh, I think she's just dragging me.
she's dragging us. So par for the course.
I didn't do it.
Okay, well I'm googling.
I just
Okay, let's see.
thank you.
Snoke. Jar Jar is Snoke.
Snoke definitely doesn't say I have a bad feeling about this.
I hope you're ready to just cut out all this dead air. So
This is quality content.
this is not quality content. I want to.
It's Lando. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Of course it is.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
guy from the original trilogy, and he's saying the original trilogy line. So that's yeah.
There it is. I love the cutoff, just Chewie screaming in the background as well. It just really makes it.
Yeah, but
God.
shall we Star Wars?
I was gonna say, speaking of screaming, please behold our newest garbage can collection of people. Big shot of gangster putting together a crew of purely garbage individuals.
Honestly, I thought you were talking about us for a second. I was like, who's the big shot gangster in this scenario?
It's like none of us are new here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was confused.
It's me.
Kate's the big shot gangster.
Yeah, it's Orca actually.
Orca is the big shot gangster. Behind the scenes.
But in all seriousness, these people are I just reading just thinking about how we recently read Alpha Squadron. I was like, these people are have literally already punched each other in the face. So it's got to be all uphill from here, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, with Alphabet Squadron, they just oh, I can fly a plane, and they just all showed up at the same time. And this was okay, fuck, we need people for the Resistance. Go find anyone you know who may be into it, and everyone goes out, and they come back, and they're like, I have this garbage person, and then they all start physically fighting.
Yep.
They either have angry young people or extremely eccentric to the point of dangerous old people. And then there's Wedge, who is like, fuck me, I just want to go home to my goddamn chickens and I can't do that anymore.
It's like when you're in high school and you're trying to recruit for a club of some sort or some sort of I don't know, extracurricular or something. And then everybody comes back together and the only person that anybody found is that weird kid that everybody hates. It's fuck. Literally would have been better if we hadn't gone out.
Yikes.
So who's the weird kid in this specific scenario?
Are we talking about the Resistance or this pod? Because it's definitely me.
Okay. Whatever I was about to say next to roast you, I guess I just get a rain check on that after.
Yeah, right? Boom. Beat you to it.
Oh my god. I meant the Resistance though.
I mean, Ray thinks it's her.
Oh, Ray.
Poor Ray. We gotta help build Ray's confidence up.
She's just like sitting in the corner, like, don't mind me. I just got a broken ass lightsaber and no one to train me.
I just want to like in She-Ra when like Perfuma is just like in the back giving like thumbs up to Scorpia. Like I just want to do that for Ray. Miranda started crying. It's fine.
It's fine. Ray deserves someone. Ray deserves someone like that for her.
You only mentioned her OTP, you know. So
I know. No, I'm not gonna lie. That was entirely intentional. Got the anticipated reaction.
But yeah, just it's funny how when all your friends are dead, and then all the friends you thought you had in other places are also dead, that you don't have friends, and now you just have a bunch of randos.
All my friends are dead. Yeah. Well, Ray never really had friends. Except for Finn. And presumably BB-8. And maybe some droids on Jakku, who's to say. I'm sure she found somebody, but...
She was friends with her, like, magical fucking growing dinosaur bread.
Yes. That was a parasitic relationship, but
Very
yes.
chatty bread.
Okay, this got dark. Anyway, Miranda, you wanted to talk about the woman who gets into the literal fist fight in the middle of Yendor's house.
Tezza, I think.
Maybe?
I don't know. Kristen, are you listening to the audiobook?
I listened to the beginning of it and then I read the rest of it. I'm so useless. But
I'll look it up. I want to say it's Tezza something.
No,
Okay.
I can look it up as it's literally my only job now. So keep going.
Well, I just want to know how it's pronounced. Anyway,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's what
well,
I'm asking.
It's just a thing where, like, they bring all these... excuse me. They bring all these, like... weird-ass, Island of Misfit Toys folks
Again.
from around the galaxy. And one of them is, like, a warlord and possibly also, like, former Imperial. No?
Oh, not possible. Definite.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Definite former Imperial. And, like, they had to fight her to
They
get
had
her
to
to
literally
come.
fight her.
Like, pose on the space phone with them, and they're like, I gotta go.
That was
hysterical.
incredible. Also, I'm just like, Jesus. I mean, we've seen Jess Pava. I'm just like, she must be the scrappiest bitch that ever lived. I was like, you are a skinny little Asian, and
Yo, Jessica Henwick could snap me like a twig. Like, let's be honest here.
I mean, she was a sand snake also, so like,
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. So, anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, and then she rolls up. And because she's a former Imperial and warlord, just, like, immediately starts fighting people.
Well, to be fair, I think the kid started the fight,
Fair.
but,
But she finished it.
My God. Yeah.
Also, my headcanon is that Tezza, her name is Tezza Nass. Nasz in classic Star Wars fashion. My headcanon is that Tezza and Ventress were childhood friends because she was a warlord on Rat Attack.
Ooh.
So you're welcome for that.
My headcanon is that I'm gay for her.
Twist.
Yeah, right, really. I love it. Before we talk about the exciting reintroduced character elephant in the room, can I just want get Shriv appreciation post, because so he and Zay are characters from the Battlefront game that just came out a few years ago. She's Iden Versio's daughter, the main character in the main campaign. In the DLC, it like flashes forward 30 years or whatever the fuck, and then Zay has been born, and Shriv is just the best fucking uncle, okay? He's just like, I'm sorry your parents died, and I would like to raise you and have you be a good child, but also you're 17 and a girl, and I'm gonna make fun of you until you punch me in the head. And it's beautiful.
It's a great parenting method.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because Shriv is like so like self-conscious about his like parenting skills when like as the reader I'm like, Shriv, you're doing a great job.
Right? Like,
You're like easily a top 5 father in Star Wars.
I was gonna say,
There are
like,
no good parents in Star Wars.
no, the bar is quite low, and you are exceeding it with flying colors, my friend. Who the fuck put blue as a friend color up in this bitch?
That was me.
Why?
Is it not?
It is. He's a blue boy.
Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising comes out 1 week from today. Oh my
God.
But we need to get our blue appreciation going.
Blue boy, blue boy.
Oh my God. I'm just so mad I can't even speak. Somebody say something. I'm just gonna fucking kill you.
Another thing I love about Shriv is like very much like Star Wars always has the character that like is the audience, right? Like you kind of have Han in the original trilogy where he's like the incredulous what the fuck is going on vibe. Like a few different people. Obi-Wan almost plays that role in the prequel trilogy to an extent, at least in episodes 1 and 2. But like you always have a character that's like, and Finn kind of does it at least in TFA.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true.
But like just like with his like fucking like what the fuck is happening like face. But you always have that character in Star Wars, right? Like there's always somebody who is the audience personified, and that's really Shriv in this book because he's like just like cracking jokes, and then is like, oh, that may not have been a good idea as a leader. Oh well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like
Shriv is basically me. He's just a grumpy misanthrope who likes to fuck up their friends' children. And just, you know, it just... One of my favorite lines of this book so far, aside from the line about salted squid, which made me cry laughing while Chris was sleeping, which was probably not great for you sleeping, I'm sorry. Shriv just being like, want to go get some junk? And I'm just like, same. That would have been me. You want to go pick up some trash because we have nothing better to do and we're all going to die anyway? Like, I relate to
also
that so hard.
fucking naming them Dross Squadron. I'm so mad.
Would you not name them Trash Squadron? Because, oh my God, it's so good. Shriv is me.
Yeah.
It's fine. I
Also,
relate to
like-
him on a deep spiritual level, which is probably says more about me than it does about Shriv, but you know, whatever.
I mean, the
I too am a
ultimate
blue Duros man.
the ultimate Shriv line in history is in Battlefront 2 when like Iden and Del are like not in as many words, but like confessing their love for each other and being like, "Don't die in the Battle of Jakku."
Oh
and
my
Shriv
God.
is just like standing on the side, being like, "Hey Shriv, I hope you don't die in this incredibly dangerous mission. Thanks, Shriv. Your friendship means everything to me." It's the best. God, that game is just chef's kiss. But anyway, like
So
about
underappreciated.
but like Shriv is very like he jokes that like they're fucked because he's in command and like he's like, who do we have left? Me? Great. This is gonna go fantastic. But like you think about it and like the rebellion and the resistance are like they've never been powerhouses, right? Like they've always been the plucky underdogs. And like they're
General Solo.
General Calrissian as well. Not known for not known for their master tacticians
And team building.
and team building. But like it is when they're at their best, when they have these leaders who are compassionate and they have the charisma and the character. Like, you know, you have the Teza Nasses and the what's her name from the Aftermath trilogy, like Julia Shale, and like the very like dry, like boring people who are the tacticians. To an extent, I guess Ray Sloan, but Ray Sloan is also much more charismatic.
I was supposed to say she's a bad bitch.
I mean,
Excuse you.
no argument here. But like,
Don't make me
like
come
the
over
Grand
there.
Moff Tarkins as well, like just the very like dry British, because Coruscant, white old people who are the tacticians, and that's never really been the rebellion or the resistance's forte. Like obviously they have their people. You've got your General Rykans, who seemed old in Empire and now is even older. You know, you had your Admiral Akbars, all your random people, but the heart of the resistance and the rebellion has always been the charismatic leaders and the compassionate ones and the people who are less worried about planning it out and more worried about getting the right crew together in the first place.
I mean, or picking up the trash and hoping that it becomes the right crew, yes.
I
Yes,
mean, that
exactly.
is exactly how the original rebellion worked, so...
It's true. Keeks, did you say you had that pronunciation?
I do. It's Tija Naj.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tija Naj.
Well, the ZH makes sense. Or the Z...
The SZ.
Yeah.
There should be an H there, but...
Whatever.
I respect it. But yeah, no, basically, moral of the story, picking people for the rebellion and the resistance is like picking teams for dodgeball, except every pick is the last pick.
Oh my god. Ouch.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say,
fine.
change my mind.
Yeah, speaking of questionable Star Wars allies, Miranda, your boy's back.
Our boy's back. Everybody's favorite fascist. Pow, 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 pow.
Wait, Miranda, last week, and by last week I mean 2 weeks ago, when you were like, I'm living for the caster phone mention, had you read ahead and knew he came back?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
No, she was good.
I was good.
Yeah. She did,
And
she
then-
did not read ahead.
and then-
I knew from so Chris has read this before, of course. He read it when it came out, and so he was just like, he knows that I don't really care about spoilers, so he just like shoves a book in my face when this big pops up, and he's like, "Look!"
I didn't want to spoil anything for those who hadn't read that far, so I just started screaming at Kristen.
Love it.
Like a lot. But he's alive. He did not get yoinked on his home planet, except now...
I mean, he did get yoinked, in a way.
But he didn't get, like, yoinked.
Did
His,
it get yoinked?
his head didn't get yoinked from his body.
He didn't get yoinked from life.
Sometimes life yoinks you. Like, he's still not in a great fucking place. You know, it was hinted at in the first section of the book, but the Empire's just kind of, like, rounding up anybody who might have, like, rebel sympathies. And, of course, Mr. Fascism is there because he and Leia are best buds. But he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, and Leia, like, kind of to the point about Shriv is, like, how the Resistance, like, these movements are led by people, and at the end of the day, you need people, and you figure the rest out. She is very much like, we need to get him back. Even though, ideologically, he might be closer to the First Order than he is to us.
He might not be anymore after being in a literal concentration camp.
Well, yeah. It's that'll change your mood, to be sure.
Just a wee twinge, yes. Mm-hmm.
But
This is the
like
First Order, my bad.
remembering him as someone she could trust, as somebody who was charismatic and loyal, and also not bad to have in a fight, if we remember Bloodline. Like,
Yeah, he's a doer. Like, he'll fucking garbage opinions and, like, his whole belief system pretty squicky, but, like, he will back you the fuck up.
yeah,
And rolling on his little space scooter.
his little space scooter, wearing his fucking Imperial Guard helmet.
Oh,
We would be
great-
honored if you would join us.
Claudia Gray, man, like, just what a great fucking character, my dudes.
I need to reread that book. It's so good.
It's so damn good. And go read Bloodline, y'all.
Claudia Gray's next book comes out in February. I'm so excited. Hi, Republic. But yeah, so like it's just like it's very Leia understanding the core of what they're doing there, being like, look, on the one hand, yes, we need ships, but on the other hand, this motherfucker. Like, because like at the end of the day, they're not going to beat the First Order with ships. They need ships to fight, but that's not how they're going to beat them.
They can find enough shit to, like, throw a ship together anywhere. But Ransom is only on Corellia.
It's true. Yeah, so he is currently fitting some sewage pipes in Corellia shipyard, so that's super good and fun for him.
That smelled great.
What?
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Jesus.
Yeah, I never really noticed until just now how many like fucking like this smells like shit humor jokes there are in Star Wars.
We're
Star Wars is
doomed.
for children. Everything is about poop.
Not wrong.
End of podcast. Yeah, so Castor was imprisoned on Corellia under the thumb of the First Order, and fucking administrative asshole, weasel, shithead motherfucker.
His name is Brat.
I said what I said.
He's the Nerd Ass Records fucker.
Yeah, but like not in a good way.
No, like in a bad way.
In a
'cause
horrible way.
In a very bad way.
He's
Yes.
a dick.
So yeah, except I think everything seems to be about to fall out from under him because his squid-loving associate has given a very top secret record to some random
The
person who
collective?
sounds super hot in a bar. So
Right?
They definitely seemed extremely attractive. Like, there's no question.
yeah.
Which, like, also, like, if you're a spy, wouldn't you not want to be as attractive so you don't, like, attract attention?
I don't know, Chris.
Or people. Oh.
sick burn.
Man. Oh no.
Continue.
That's like the thing though, is like people just automatically trust hot people more than not hot people. So
This is
like
true.
True.
it's easier to skirt by if you're not as charismatic as a spy, which you should be. Like if you're not, what the fuck are you doing here? But like if some hot ass fucker rolled up next to me in a bar and was like, do you want to give me this document?
Just like, I see you ordered the salted squid. Great choice. Do you want to join the resistance? Miranda would be like,
Yes.
huh?
Maybe that's why Vi went around just like telling people she was a spy in Black Spire.
Just really, really confident.
Yeah, really. I mean, you know, she's not wrong,
No, she's not.
but also, you know, tactics. Anyway,
Maybe her choice of who she was telling, but
oh my god,
It's fine.
it's fine. It's casual. But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the salted squid. The fucking running gag of the fucking salted squid. I just wanted to like throw myself out a window. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, but-
I was surprised by the poor abused underling being like, boss man is the best boss man of all time. I was like, oh no! You are very brainwashed, my friend. Please get some therapy. Get some space therapy. You are more valuable than this.
The
hit the
one he
microphone.
actually likes is the one who's like, what if I just gave this file that has the names and crimes of everybody we just arrested and transferred here to somebody for reasons?
Mm-hmm.
And Squid.
Oh.
the look on Kristen's face as she did that. It's very like Kristen Wiig on SNL
Oh my god.
vibes.
But like, yeah, kid definitely did a little treason on the First Order.
Just a little bit. He had a sudden stroke of conscience and decided to do a good thing and make himself like fucking projectile vomit eating all this fucking salted squid. I'm never gonna get over this. That's the fucking best thing.
Yeah. It's interesting though because like and obviously we'll talk more about this as we find out what what kind of the ending of their arcs is, but like it kind of makes you think about like collaboration and what that looks like and like at what point you become responsible, right? Because like on the one hand, like obviously Brat is the worst. Like he's intended to be the worst. He succeeds at being the worst. Everyone agrees he is the worst. But then you have God, I cannot remember his name. The squid guy.
Monty Calais.
Monty Calais, thank you. Squid
guy.
Like I said, squid guy.
Mr. Squid.
Thank you.
You have squid guy who like has been perfectly fine just like filing records about people going into prison camps as long as he's not the one putting them in the actual prison camps and until he's not. And like basically it's very Jin or so beginning to middle of Rogue One vibes, where it's like, I needed to do this for me. I'm out now. Bye. And then, like, has his stroke of conscience, but has still done horrible things. And then on the other hand, you've got Yama, who, as Kate said, like, is just, like, super abused and, like, psychologically beholden to Brat because of what he's done to her. But at the same time, she is psychologically beholden to a fascist regime. And so, like, it's an interesting question about where responsibility starts and ends.
It's almost like this question of, like, I don't know, I've been thinking about this a lot in light of just, like, recent events, but just, like, speaking as an East Asian, like, people in my community who kind of buy into that model minority myth and want to slot themselves into it because they think it'll benefit them in some way, or that, you know, one day if they follow, you know, whoever in power, like in this case, like in this real world scenario, white people, if you can just follow their rules, then we'll be treated equally and everything will be cool. And that's just not how that shit works, y'all.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
Ooh. But yeah, no, I was thinking about these, and yeah, no, I feel like she just a nerve, because I was just like watching her and I was just like, nah. It's like watching a friend be in an abusive fucking relationship, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that. So that's fun times.
And it was hard, right? Because we saw Monty, like, manipulate her because of it. Like, he, like...
That was heartbreaking!
It was. Like, it was really hard to read because, like, it was like, you know, he tried to appeal to her on, you know, like a fellow underling, like he has hurt you, like, just on a, for lack of a better term, human level, on an empathetic level. And that didn't work, and so he basically had to resort to abusing her like Brat does, and being like, well, I don't give a shit what you do, because nobody cares what you're going to say, because you're a bitch. Like, and it was hard, because, like, it worked because that is the view she has of herself. And, like, that is what these regimes do to you, and it just, like, it all gets wrapped up in what they and what we do in, you know, in society in 2020 do for the state, essentially, or for these whatever regime you want to do it. You know, you want to talk about whether it's, like, you know, companies or like government institutions, what have you. We do it because this is the view that we have been given of ourselves. Like, this is what the patriarchy or white supremacy or the First Order, to take it back into the fictional universe, have told us that we are good for, and that is how we are going to get ahead, by buying into their system, and that's all we understand.
All of it is just complete and utter delight.
Yeah.
This is so great. Ah, God, this got too real for 2020. Can we go back to talking about fucking disaster recruits?
Disaster recruits.
Yes. They're more fun for me.
Yeah. But I mean, and obviously we'll talk more about this once we get through the end of the book, but, like, again, as we said, I think last episode, like, it's not an accident that the book that deals with these issues was written by a Black and Indigenous woman.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of somebody who knows uniquely how her people have tried to be utterly assimilated and smushed and destroyed, just like in like just body and spirit.
Yeah, this book leans like, and it's exceptionally done, and like I said, we'll talk about it more, but it really, like, because it's done with a very light hand, but it's also the colonial and white supremacist and patriarchal underpinnings of this book are all over it. And it's unavoidable and yet, like, unseen in a really deft way.
I mean, it's no wonder that she places the resistance's temporary base on Ryloth. Mm-hmm. Speaking of a people who've been repeatedly enslaved and subjugated and all this other lovely, beautiful stuff. As we have seen many a time throughout Star Wars, these poor Twi'leks. But yeah, no. Well, I'm excited to talk more about the author and her background and her writing and all that good stuff. She is a fucking genius. Not so much as a genius as the very end scene before we stopped reading for this podcast, where this woman, like, you know, Shriv was like, all right, I can think my way out of this. Everything's gonna be cool. I'm gonna just, like, pull a knife out of my wife's shirt and fucking murder. And I was just like, okay, that's what we're doing today.
They're all trying so hard as a group to be, like, cool, and whoever it was is, like, being kind of led away, like, hey, you. And then, like, you know, they've all got, like, knives at the back of their necks. Like, the First Order's, like, you know, got the gun in their back and all of that. And she's just like, what if I just kill you now?
Like, Shriv thought that, like, he had headed off the worst of it when he prevented that child from going and getting into a fist fight with some stormtroopers. And then this happened. He was like, oh, maybe I should have, like, vetted the people on my team. Right, that's a thing leadership does. Never heard of it? And I'm just like, Shriv, my boy, good God, you've been doing this for years. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like Shriv was, like, working so hard to make sure that Pacer didn't go Leroy Jenkins. And then Ryda just goes Leroy Jenkins, like, out of nowhere. And he's like, I can't have two of them. Like, come on.
Shriv is so tired. Shriv was tired back in the day when he was fighting the Empire. Like, Shriv wants nap time quietly away from literally everyone and their fucking smart-mouthed children.
But instead, he gets to go to the garbage planet to collect garbage ships with his garbage team.
Correct.
They decide to start fucking killing sprees on subway platforms.
As you do, I was like, Jesus Christ, am I back in New York? What the fuck is this bullshit?
And while on a subway planet, like, above fucking Cthulhu. Like,
well,
let's also remember.
It's just a Sarlacc, isn't it?
It's bigger than a Sarlacc.
Is it bigger than a Sarlacc?
It's a big boy. Yeah, do you remember in Fallen Order?
Yes.
It's a chunky boy.
Yeah. So Braca, the scrapping planet is one that we see in the prologue for Fallen Order. It's where Cal Kestis is living his sad, I'm absolutely definitely not a Jedi remnant life, post Order 66. And yeah, I have no idea how much of the game footage Rebecca Roanhorse was allowed to see before she wrote this, but they had to have at least had the opening cinematic, I have to assume.
You would think.
Or, like, have, like, storyboards for it, or, like, concept art, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, that place is a right shithole. Like, holy fuck.
But yeah, like, just remember, after they get all the useful stuff out of capital ships, they feed it to the whatever the hell it's called. So, like...
The big boy.
Yeah, the big boy. like the Sarlacc eats Boba Fett's. Like, the thing on Braca eats ships.
You know, you make an excellent
Uses
point.
Boba Fett as a fucking toothpick.
Ew.
Yeah.
Also...
Just think about that one.
Very, very rounded. I don't know how...
I was about to say, he's a very blunt object. Like, I don't think that's very
Never
effective.
said he was a good toothpick.
I feel like you're just jamming him into weird stuff. Like,
Jamming Boba Fett into weird places.
Hello there.
I'm gonna stop talking.
They definitely hate fuck Donna.
So the other and arguably most important part of this book.
Oh, we saved the best for last. I'm sure we'll be talking about this more because you tell me it gets even more delightful.
Oh yeah, the first bit of the next section of the book we're reading is top 3 scene in all of Star Wars, unquestionably.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Kristen.
Yes, that being number one. That being number one for sure.
Everybody knows that Poe and Finn are gay as fuck for each other. Hey, are things to send Poe to a fancy, like, gala auction bullshit, you need a date. We're just going to assume you're going to ask Finn, so we got this nice little suit made for him so it can be like a date.
Fucking Sir Linda is my most favorite character in Star Wars right now because she's like, here, I got you one suit for you, one suit for Finn, and Poe's just like, Poe, being a dumb boy, is like, oh my god, how did you know I was gonna ask Finn? And she's like, I have eyeballs. I also have ears. Holy shit.
Yeah, the conversation that Poe and Finn had was very soft.
I know.
Like
and
everything
just,
around that.
The hug.
Oh.
It is just
the hug.
It is so clear that she originally, like, very clearly and probably wrote, at least in a draft, them being explicitly gay. Like, very clear that was written in somewhere. And it's equally clear that when they told her she couldn't do that, all she did was backspace that paragraph and leave the rest in.
The best way to do it.
Obviously.
I'm fucking living for it, man. Oh my god. It's so great. And then JJ ruined it because he fucking sucks.
Because JJ's homophobic. We all knew this.
What if we put some more titties up in this bitch?
Didn't you see the end of the movie where they're celebrating? This is The Rise of Skywalker, and there's like a second and a half of the weird like aide in the Resistance kissing her like mechanic wife or some shit.
I
Truly
feel
a breakthrough
represented.
moment.
We feel super represented, y'all.
How could he be homophobic when he put that in his movie?
Truly, he's preparing his speech for his GLAAD Lifetime Achievement Award. There's no doubt.
Oh my god.
It's going to be the speaker at next year's HRC thing.
Honestly, knowing HRC wouldn't put it past him, but that's a different issue. But yeah, just like the Finn Poe content in this book is like honestly worth suffering through Rise of Skywalker for because this exists.
Or you could not watch Rise of Skywalker.
That's also
just
true.
Read this. Just pretend it's not there. It's it's fine. People, do like fuckboys do that with The Last Jedi anyway. Why can't I do that with Rise of Skywalker? I'm just fucking saying. Just fucking saying. I ignored the prequels for a good several decades of my life. So you know what? Everything's fine. We're all fine here.
The prequels. I definitely did not watch The Phantom Menace over the weekend.
Merp, merp, merp.
I can't actually hear Miranda.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
It's fine. You're not supposed to. It's
Okay.
just me.
Cool. I was like, just it's one of those times where was that a response? Was that a mumble?
I love
have to enunciate.
Love the prequels.
Says the man who never talks into the fucking microphone. What if you shut up? How about you shut it?
Well, we can all shut it because we have reached the end of our episode. Thank you for listening. Continue to stay inside. If you're in school that's telling you to go to school, fuck them and find something to throw poop at. Our next episode...
Like the school?
Yes. We are going to be finishing Resistance Reborn, Chapter 22, through to the end. In the meantime, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. At BookWarsPod, email us, bookwarspod@gmail.com if you want to reach us there. And rate, review, and subscribe to us and the Tashi Station Radio Mega Feed. It's the best way for people to discover the show. And we really appreciate all of your reviews as people, kind of continue to listen to podcasts and look for new Star Wars content. Especially since we're at Celebration Week and nothing has happened. That's just a minor quibble from Chris.
Chris, what I really want to know is where is the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 2?
Yo.
It was supposed to come out, I heard a rumor.
Honestly, if you're not on Star Wars Twitter, you wouldn't know this, but it was very big of a blow up because leakers who have gotten things right in the past said that there would be a
one
Mandalorian
time
trailer last week.
They got a thing correct one time.
Yeah, and it wasn't that hard to even anticipate. But it's just very funny because I hate people who do that. I have nothing against these two personal people who I'm thinking of. I don't actually know them. But it's just very funny when people who do shit like that are wrong because they get very butthurt about it. Anyway, as we have been, please don't donate to the Tasha Station Radio Patreon or give us coffee right now. Please donate to racial justice organizations in your area, the Milwaukee Freedom Fund in particular this week, thinking of Jacob Blake and his family and everybody affected in Kenosha. Also, Jacob Blake has a GoFundMe as he hopefully continues his recovery from getting shot by the police. And also, as you donate any money that you have to these organizations, we have a raffle. Kate, do you want to remind the people?
No.
Cool. If you go on our Instagram, I posted a picture of our raffle prize.
So I've got a bunch of like really cute Ray related things from the Squadron Goals. There's a mini print, there's a pin, there's a sticker. It is all very joyous and like drawn like chibi style, super cute. And the pin, she's cradling a porg. It's real cute. So yeah, if you would like to win these things and bring a little bit of joy into this hellacious year that is 2020, year of Satan 2020, yeah, please donate and then forward your receipt to bookroastpod@gmail.com. $1 equals one raffle entry. So yeah, do
We only have one entry so far, so your odds are pretty good.
It's true. What's up, Daniel?
Yeah, thanks for being a good person, Daniel. We love you. Our theme song is Whiz Bang by Poddington Bear. Our audio and production is done by our very own Kristen Cerisi. Our logo and artwork are by Joe Butera Design. For all of us here at Book Wars Pod, Kristen, Miranda, and Kate, I am Chris. Thank you for listening to this episode, and we'll talk to you next week.
It's a trap!
Ain't that the fucking truth?
I know, right?
Fuck.